everyone! Today I am going to continue read about the rise of China. And so let's continue with the next part. Today I'm still in a rush. And yet another poem at the end. You'll see what the poem is. China and the global economy. It seems like half of all goods we use, if not more, are labeled made in China. But that wasn't always the case. Before that, economist reforms from the mid-1970s, China exported far fewer products globally. As these reforms took effect, China played a new role in the global economy. But the early 2000s, China had become the largest supplier of clothing, shoes, computer components, and seafood. Okay, that's weird, seafood. I don't see seafood labeled with made in China. Whatever. By 2010. Hey, that's when I was born. Okay. China was the world's second largest economy. In 2011, it became the world's largest manufacturer. And now it's the world's largest it is the world's first country to ever manufacture a COVID-19 infection. Don't come here. Don't come near me. No. Don't come near. Any Chinese watching this, don't come to my house, please. That was just a joke. Please don't come. I don't want to die. The economic integration meant greater political integration. China increasingly had better diplomatic relationships with Western countries. It also established important connections with other regions, most notably Africa. Chinese corporations play a huge role in Africa. Both the Chinese government and private companies invest massively in infrastructure, energy, and banking. The goal has been to invest in Africa by supporting building projects through low-interest loans. This is a part of China's role and built innovative to increase trade. Some of its investment has paid off. Both African nations and China have reaped the rewards of increased trade and the creation of more jobs. Other projects, however, have not been as successful. If a job project fails, then it is the African nation left on the hook to pay these back. These Chinese-backed loans. Critics have stated that China's involvement in these projects is just a new form of imperialism. Supporters argue that China's investment have given African nations an economic boost. Well, if it succeeds at least. China is also connected to vibrant networks in the East and Southeast Asia and beyond. In the 1990s, China joined the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the Asian Development Bank. These new connections pushed Chinese policies even further towards the market. In 2001, China joined the World Trade Organization. After China entered these international networks, they began to replace Japan as the leading producer and distribution of goods around the world. Sorry, Japan. Guess there's a new dickhead in town. This might all seem very positive, but it definitely brings new challenges. China experiences major problems like urban overcrowding, crime, regional disparities, and environmental degradation. As a result of privatization, the social and economic inequality have also increased. Wealth has become more concentrated. There we go. Corrupting among officials and elite families continue to be a concern. The downsizing of the state sector and the military meant that many lost their jobs. This contributed massively to the internal migration. Over 100 million Chinese are now migrant laborers, either abroad or in China. And that is how they make the iPhone 14. They don't make themselves. Why do you think children need to get a job? Because iPhone 14. Well, that's another joke. Don't come here, Chinese. So how do we understand these economic transformations? It is clear that economic liberalization play a huge role for better or for worse. Some may see China as China waking up and re-emerging, but it is more accurate to describe this as a different path towards industrialization. Many scholars presented this term of great divergences. What? Between the East and the West. After an early rise of the West, China's rapid growth is part of the rise of the East. Indeed, in the past few decades, East Asia's share of world production has increased, while American and European shares have decreased. We can speculate about what this means. About the truth is that there aren't quick and easy answers. There's still a very hot debate, and we have to consider amounts of evidence to answer this question. What's definitely clear is that China is now more than ever a powerful global center, and it will likely continue to have a massive economic force in the future. No author Bibles, bio. So now, that poem I'm telling you about. This one is different from the yesterday. Never give up. Rick Astley strikes again. Never give up. One step and then another. And the longest walk is ended. One stitch and then another. And the largest tear is mended. One brick upon another. And the highest wall is made. One flake upon another. And the deepest snow is laid. Then do not look discouraged on the work you have to do, and say that such a mighty task you never can get through. But just attempt day by day, another point to gain, and soon the mountain which you feared will prove to be a plain. Well, here's an idea. Have you ever wanted to mine through a mountain? Well, probably. Well, this is a very good idea. Each day, pick up one pebble at a time. One single pebble at a time. One single grain of sand every day. And so you probably die before that mountain. You're gonna be able to have a tunnel through the mountain, but it's okay. We make mistakes sometimes. Or maybe you know what? Never mind. One boulder at a time seems logical, but that's counterproductive. Well, anyways, this is the end of this video. I'm not that in a rush, a bit, but I still have much more time. I lied to you. I'm sorry. And I'll see you in the next video, and I'll find something else to read. For now, I'll see you later. Bye!